And we've got to deal with these problems. And the spillover from these problems is going to hurt India no less. Because although physically it may not hurt India so much, you can think of it, you know, if there's a war between India and Pakistan, India's economy and the whole notion of a resurgent India that is going to be the new emergent power, that's all going to get lost. We're talking nuclear weapons here. And there's no way the Pakistani army is going to allow India to walk in or even to humiliate it. The entire political galaxy of Pakistan, including the people of Pakistan, are going to line up solidly behind the Pakistani army on this one. You know, it took 24 hours, that's all it took, for public opinion to change. Public opinion after Mumbai in Pakistan was anti-Taliban and anti-jihadis. I'm in the media. I monitored the media. The media said what has happened in Mumbai is terrible and that it should not happen and that it's a great human tragedy. The Indian media was so hawkish in terms of wanting strikes that when the Pakistani media saw what the Indian media was selling that week, the Pakistani media, it took them 24 hours, 48 hours to become nationalistic and religious. And suddenly the same rhetoric, you found the same rhetoric, which was, oh, we didn't do it. Who knows, the Indians may have done this themselves. You know, the irrationality of the response of the Pakistani media was marked. But it was triggered, and I remember telling Jugnoon, I said, look how great our response is in the Pakistani media. We're talking sensibly. And 2 days later, we were not talking sensibly. And when we were monitoring the Indian media, and the Indian media was going hysterical. So to answer your question, I think India, when India talks about its interests, India needs to see resolution of conflict with Pakistan as part of its interests if it wants to get on. It can leave things as they are, but the net result of leaving things unresolved is before you. And you know, we're not talking of an army of 100,000 people. We're talking of an army and a mindset in Pakistan, a 60-year-old mindset in Pakistan, a national security state that was built on the basis of the enemy without on the border. That's not going to change so quickly. So if there is conflict with India, it will be an all-out conflict. I say that with full responsibility. I don't wish to say it, but I've seen it at very close quarters. How the entire media, the entire opposition, and even the Taliban suddenly folded right behind the Pakistan army on the mere mention of a threat of war with India. Therefore, it is in India's interests also to resolve some of these disputes, build trust with Pakistan, give the new civilian dispensation, both Nawaz Sharif and Asif Zardari, the space and the opportunity to turn some of these things back. They will need space. Therefore, this government needs space. And the best part of this is that Nawaz Sharif is on board. Nawaz wants peace with India. Zardari wants peace with India. They want an end to the Taliban. And this, you can't get anything better than this. This is the first time all this is happening. Therefore, we need to keep Pakistan on the straight and narrow. We need to give Pakistan the space in which its interests can be protected without crumbling from within.
I think Marvin is next, even though the lady in front of him was nice enough to pass